Hey, what's going on, your boys? It's Wisdom B. We here are playing Fortnite. Leave a thumbs up for this video, get the formalities out of the way. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel and you'll see more for honor content. But since we got those out of the way, how are you guys doing today? Leave me in the comments today. How are you guys doing today? What's going on in your life? What games are you looking forward to see this year, and what you're excited for, and what you want to see on the channel, so I can get a gist of what you guys want to see on the channel. So since that's out of the way, we are using Peacekeeper, and you're not gonna see the MLG Pro or the MLG For Honor Medieval Pro going on thing that we got happening here. But what I want to talk to you about today was topic being that Peacekeeper is kind of overpowered. Um, and a lot of people see that as, and this is majority of people who do use her will see her as like, no, she's not overpowered. What are you talking about, bro? Now, I see where there is balance and where I see that there is imbalance when it comes to this character specifically. So, there's only one thing that really just makes her um, very unbalanced, and she becomes more, for me, Orochi was the main problem. Now it's kind of her in a sense, because Orochi, he's very good at counter striking and doing stuff like that, and he's very quick and agile, right? Okay, there's a balance to him, right? If you go with a Conqueror, you're able to destroy, wreck Orochi if you know how to time and do your blocks well and get up in his face and, you know, do guard breaks and break him, right? So with Peacekeeper though, this is what separates her from Orochi and the rest of the gang, is that she has a attack that is able to launch her from like 6-7 feet away on your side, where she come in and just guard break, and then um, stab, and then the magical thing about her is her bleed damage. And you know, one thing is bleed damage, but the fact that she can come in from an attack that's 5, 6, 7 feet away, that's a little insane. And it's a very quick attack, and it's sometimes kind of hard to master, because when she does it, you kind of like freak out a little bit and don't really know what to do in the moment. But I think that for the most part, that's what really does make her really powerful. And not despite the fact that she is a fast, agile character, which makes me a little bit annoyed with her, just like with Orochi. They're very fast and they're very good at counter attacking. And then the thing with her as well, she may not hit as hard, or you know, as like a, I don't know, a raider, but her bleed damage, basically, if she gets her bleed damage in and she keeps continuously grabbing you doing bleed damage, or even does counter strikes where she's able to um, apply bleed effect to you, it does definitely destroy people, from raiders to conquerors to the biggest baddest so far. And that's my biggest complaint, is that her bleed damage, and the fact that her one attack, she can um, jump so from afar away and close in the distance so quickly and fast, is what makes her very overpowered, and her bleed damage. And that's what's kind of scary about it, because honestly, I feel like there's a way to take down Peacekeeper, but she's just one of those characters that she's very, very, very hard to take down. And that's not something that I feel is really good. But I think that for the most part, like, she needs to be balanced, because out of all the characters I use for her, I they're just, it's so hard to take her down with all the other characters that I've used so far. And so, with that being said, like, how do you balance that? And there's no, I mean, maybe there is a simple way, maybe I'm overthinking, but when it comes to a game like this that's completely new and different, how would you kind of consider rebalancing characters? How is that a thing? Is it from a damage perspective, or is it from like a, um, you know, it's just one of the things, like, how do you balance Peacekeeper? Because you don't want to balance her and she's not useful anymore. Because I feel like every other character in the game is far fetched very useful, and they have their own, you know, regards, and they're useful in a sense. But in a sense, I'm kind of relate this to Overwatch. We've seen the meta switch and change, and maybe, I'm not saying it's the same thing because it has nothing to do with Overwatch, but the fact, man, it's just, hopefully, you know, they don't nerf her too bad where she's not useful anymore. But at the same time, you don't want her to you know, become as powerful as she is now, or maybe she gets a buff or whatever. We just want her to be at a place where she's with everybody else, and you know, and I have nothing against her. It's just that she feels like a very cheap, broken character that just does not make any sense why she's kind of like in the state of where she is now. Hopefully, maybe it's just because it's closed beta. Maybe that's why she's so good. Maybe that because of that current build. Maybe it's just that build and it's maybe an old build. But hopefully they get this feedback and see that, you know, she is very, very powerful. And in the right hands, which is not mine, she's very powerful. And you can say that with, a, you know, that could be with any other character. What do you mean it wasn't? But the thing is that, you know, Conqueror is very good at kind of keeping those characters, assassins, in their place if they get up close and personal and kind of know when they're gonna attack, when they're gonna do that. But you're like, you're gonna say like, hey, but I mean, you could do that with any character in the game as long as you know the movesets and you're, you know, you practice and learn and play as them. You know what to expect, right? Okay, that could be true, but the same fact, I still kind of see people complain who has played as her, say that she's very, very still powerful to counter, even though that they know her movesets. And it's because I think main thing is that her bleed damage is not insane damage, but how much it does take off of your health bar from a conqueror is insane. Is insane. Now, and you can say the balance is that she doesn't do as much damage. That's why she has a bleed effect, and her regular attack doesn't do as much damage. It still does decent damage, which isn't, you know, that's alright, right? But it's the bleed damage, and when she keeps hitting you, it's like stacked and stacked um, damage that keeps consistently bringing your character's health bar all the way down to 0, and that's um, I guess that's a way that they thought of making this character, but is she's just a little bit too quick, a little bit too agile for her to have all of these things at her disposal to be such at a place where she is now. And so I hope that, you know, Ubisoft really sees that some people are giving back feedback about this character, and I think she is the most annoying besides Orochi. I can deal with Nobushi. I can deal with her. She has bleed. She has, you know, she has her own thing. She can't take as much damage as well as the rest of the other assassins. But I mean, or the light, faster attack characters, they can't take as much damage. But I'm fine with Nobushi because she's not. I feel when I play against her, it does come down to me. But all honesty, I mean, every character I would say except for Orochi and Peacekeeper are very, very unbalanced. And they just have kits and combos and abilities that are, you know, certain ones that are very, very just too strong against other characters. Like a Peacekeeper can definitely destroy a Raider with, I mean, with no, not even trying to use the other, you know, palm of the hand. It's that insane how powerful Peacekeeper is against a class that she can counter. And I'll upload some videos and show you some videos examples of how powerful she really is, and even some live streams when the game goes open beta this upcoming next week Thursday, February 9th. You'll see that, but for the most part, I mean, every character is balanced except those two, and that's I don't have. It's not really too much of a big deal. It's only when and you'll see in most of my closed beta gameplays that every 1v1 that I get into is due to you'll see that there's Peacekeepers, Orochis, and if not those, it's sometimes rarely maybe like Knights or maybe maybe a Conqueror every here and there, but majority of my time play I've seen really just Peacekeepers and Orochis, and they definitely, and you could say that's, you know, that's closed beta, you know, that's closed beta. It was 50,000 people. I mean, yeah, expect that, right? But what happens when the game goes live? That's the thing, right? What if this becomes the big trend? I mean, if it becomes trend in alpha, why wouldn't it become trend in the game itself when it goes live, right? It only makes sense. I mean, obviously, you have to see that coming. If every other 1v1 you saw, everyone's using Peacekeepers and Orochis? Come on. And you can say, well, not all the characters are even playable yet. You can't say that. Well, I mean, so far, hopefully, all the other characters, the other three that we haven't been able to play yet, is able to really counter, Peacekeeper. And hopefully, I think that what's his name, the big fat Chinese or Japanese, whatever, part of the faction for the samurai, I mean. Hopefully he's able, because he has the most largest health pool, I think, in the game. Hopefully he's able to really just destroy her with his attacks, because just one light combo does insane damage, especially to, assassin or light fighter hero. So hopefully he's the one that really will put her in her place and keep it that way. But we'll have to see ultimately when the game goes live and see who counters who's, how's the meta for the game. So that's my spill on Peacekeeper, and that's the most frustrating thing when it comes to character balance, and not talking about 4v4s and getting ganged up. She is the most annoying part about, if anybody I play against in this game is her. And then it comes down to Roche. Everybody else, I'm fine. It comes down to pure skill to take those people down. And even the most skilled, it takes them a lot, if not near death, to really, or go try hard to really take down a Peacekeeper. She's not easy, and she may not, may not have as much health, or might not take as much, she doesn't have that much resistance compared to a Raider, but at the same time, her bleed and her one attack, if she's able to close in the gap, it's insane how fast she does it, and insane how how much her bleed stacks up. At least, hopefully I'm seeing, hopefully it's just closed beta, maybe it's just a build, maybe it's just, it's an old build, maybe they change her up a little bit, hopefully, I don't know, maybe there is a character we haven't played yet that is going to change up and kill Peacekeeper with no problem. Hopefully that is, well, no, not with no problem, but able to counter her very well. So with that said, hopefully guys see what I'm talking about, and definitely sign up for the open beta so you guys know what I'm talking about, and give your feedback on the game, and tell Ubisoft what you want to see from the game, and what needs to be changed around for it to be a great balanced game. And that's what we want, so the game feels fair and all that, all well. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll leave you. He's good. He's good. I like a challenge. He's like we're on the same level almost. This is good.
Round 5.
Alright. Let's see.
Mísero. Mísero.
Thank you guys for tuning in on this video. Leave a thumbs up, show me some support. Definitely subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and share this video to help me out guys as well. And thank you guys for tuning in once again, and hopefully you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys like always in the next video.